They don't stand because I stand. I stand because my kids stand. Isn't that great? You kind of have to. You kind of have to when your kids say, come on, Ma, be brave. Everything else doesn't matter anymore, but your kids are in alignment, connected to the divine, receiving ancestral guidance. You better stand. You just better. So, he's going to show you Koliahu Tukaku, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the first slide. You can get these all on YouTube. This day right here is thunder, lightning, hail, snow. We were in it. It was Mother's Day, the road was closed, and we said we have to go up there. Someone kind enough to drive in front of us did, and we went up there to assure Mo'oinanea and all of the other ancestral beings that we were in. And this was before we went into court. We have not been successful in court yet. We're in appeal right now to the Supreme Court in Hawaii, but it's how it is.
So you hear the name Poliahu. Poliahu, when you read it in books, it's referred to as a snow goddess. So the best way to explain God's deities, there are the elements. And so our Kupuna ancestors interacted with them, connected with them, and such gave them names, identified them as such. So Poliahu has come in our circles at times. Poliahu, the best way to explain Poliahu, she's part of the element. She comes in the snow, the rain, and the wind, but she is our consciousness. She's alive. She has a consciousness. She can communicate. She can speak. So she explained what is her role on the Mauna. So due to the nature of this mountain, and Mauna Wake is the tallest mountain in the world from the summit to the sea level, over 30,000 feet. Tallest than any mountain in the world. When you measure from the sea floor to the sun. She comes on top, and its energies, because the mountain is so high, and that's the reason why it's called Mauna Wake, because this mountain is in the realm of Wake, it's in the realm of that atmosphere, that heavenly realm. That's why it was given the name Mountain of Sky Father. She comes at times to help clear. These energies come and get stuck on the mountain. Energies flow up from the base of the mountain to the top. Energies come in the atmosphere. So she comes as a cleaner, cleanser at times. Not all the time, but many at times. And that's her form. She comes in the snow, the winds, the cold winds, the hail, to clear that up. This is at times we've been in ceremony, and she has come. Like it would be, there's nothing around, and she comes and makes her presence known. She comes and envelops us with the mist and the clouds, and she snows on us. Like there was no snow there, and she just snows on it. So that's when we talk about sacred connections. That's the kind of connections. Just being open, aware, and being in that place in that time, and acknowledging them. They come in the clouds, the divine ones, as Poidonas and omens and signs. And after during ceremonies, you see a chief in this one. His helmet and his face. And now, I know you could say, oh, you could just lie in the grass. Oh, that's this, that, and this is that. No, they tell us that's who that is. That's what that represents. They come in, of course, with the elements of the rainbows. They come in the elements. When one of the star nations, they come in the elements as such at times, and even though you can't see them, maybe not all can see them, but they're there. And so we say the mountain is a pico, it's a portal as well. A portal where vortex of energies come in from the divine above, and energies also leave from the top of the mountain. This is an example when there's a portal, when things are happening, when they're meeting on the mountain, and you can actually physically see it. It's all clouded, and in this case, this was taken when it was coming up to the case, but from Waimea, you see the opening and portal at the top of on the mountain. Of course, you don't always see like that when things are happening, but this is where you can physically see it. Okay, so now, okay, so on the top of the mountain right now, mountain, as most development in any place in the world has occurred on top of our sacred mountain. There's over 13 telescopes on top of the mountain. There's no more room at the very summit. The summit was the most sacred part of it, but the whole mountain is sacred. All these islands are sacred, but they're causing a disturbance to the people on top of our mountain. And so that's what's up there. Countries from all over the world are up there with their observatories.
But we're still there.
Okay, and so they're planning to construct this new observatory called the 30-meter telescope. The 30-meter telescope is what's being proposed in a mountain, and since there's no more room at the very summit, they're going to move on the slopes down, not down, just a little ways off the slope. The 30-meter telescope is, the applicant is University of Hawaii at Hilo. University is one who's proposing this as the applicant. The partners of this whole project are from University of California, University and Caltech from US, and you also have those from Canada, Japan, India, and China are the other countries that are part of this whole plan to build this structure there. So it's kind of deceiving what it looks like here. You look at, oh, it's just another observatory. No, it's not just another observatory. You know what our state capitol building is downtown? It's almost twice as high as the state capitol, almost as wide as it is, because it's over 18 stories tall. For those from Canada, here's the Parliament building. That's what it would look like if you were right next to Parliament. It's be over 18 stories tall. So next time you ever go into a building, go on an 18-story floor, and that's how tall what's being proposed. And so for us, TT stands for Too Many Telescopes. And these are the petitioners. Actually, the other 5 petitioners, and they've been in this case for a long time, battling other projects on the mountain. And Ku and Kokahi Ching, Deborah Ward, Kealoha Piscate, Paul Davis, and also the organization Kahea. We're going to go to this contested case hearing. There's a board, that a politically appointed board, of course, that makes decisions about land issues in Hawaii. Now, we appealed their decision, so we went to the Third Circuit Court. Of course, the politically appointed judge makes a decision, of course, in our favor. The governor is, of course, all in support of this, the state governor. But we're still there. We're gonna appeal it to our state Supreme Court, as we gotta do what we gotta do. But we're gonna still continue to gather, rally, bring awareness. We're the students from Waimea. So we're gonna do what we can to protect the people, our sacred people. There's no more telescopes. Our mountain is still sacred. And if you want to get a hold of us, you can always get pulled on Facebook.
Sacred Facebook. Sacred Facebook. So what we're going to say, how do we stay sacred, and how do we stay strong, and how do we fight the fear of being in the court system? It's not set up for us. We have found that out. How we do that is very simple. We listen to the mountain tell us not to be angry. We have to stay in aloha, deep, deep aloha, because the mountain doesn't want our anger on top of that destructive anger. So that's a problem for us. We have to stay in aloha. How we do that, how we remind ourselves, we wear things, like I'm wearing this shawl today. This is the emblem of Mauna Kea, created by Pomai Bertelman from the Makali'i Ohana, Makali'i Double Hull Canoe. There's about 1,000 of us wearing this. We wear it everywhere, in the store, wherever, and it's all about when I'm wearing it or someone else, I'm reminded that I am still sacred. I am still sacred, as sacred as my mauna. How I conduct myself as a kanaka is very important. What comes out of my mouth, how I interact with you, how I interact with my family is important. Because if I'm going to speak for the mauna, then I must be the mauna. So if you see us around here, or if you want to ever order one, I'm on Facebook. You just Sacred Facebook. Just let me know what case, and I'll friend you. And I got set. So let's go to our paper and let's get our recording devices out. And I'm going to do 2 of the chants for you because I really, really want you to read Hokulea in your homeland. If you're from a homeland where Hokulea was taught. Okay, 4 minutes. So I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to apologize ahead of time that I don't teach chants this way. Because I'm a kumu hula. We don't teach chants in 5 minutes. But I don't care. Because this is important. It's for a ba. And I'll do it. So here we go. And if you know it, like over there in the corner, perhaps you could do it with me. Here we go. Ready? Malana mai ka ume puna me hilo, hele mai kona me kohala me hamakua he ka hele o waipio e pola o mahiki. He uka o wai mea he hava kawa e hai. He kupe no ka waa o poli ahu. He pala mauna awa ke a iluna. Ha'akua hivi I keli I ka waa. Ohohia I ka hana ana kue. Everybody, let's try it. Malana mai ka ume puna me hilo, hele mai kona me kohala me hamakua he ka ele o waipio e pola o mahiki. E uka o wai mea e hava ka wai hai. He kupe no ka waa o poli ahu. E pala mauna awa ke a iluna. Ha'akua hivi I ke ali I ka waa. Ohohia I ka hana ana kue. I'm going to close with the last chant because we can all do this one. Eala e kahiki ku, without going into it all, you guys, this means we just got to wake up. There is no one that can remain passive. No matter if you're in Hawaii, your own homeland, around the world, don't we have to wake up? Are we not in a movement right now, whether it be Idle No More, whatever you call this movement, can't you feel it? There are great things happening. Yes, there's things that's always going to come down upon us, but you know what? There has been a shift, and I know it because I'm in it, and I hope you're in it with me. All you got to do is eala e kahiki ku. You just got to wake up. And if you're ever on our mauna on Hawaii Island during Merry Monarch, this last chant is the mission of a ceremony we do the day after Merry Monarch, facing our mountain. When we confirm to our mountain, next year will be our 3rd year, we go from sunrise to 12 noon, hour on the hour, confirming that we have woken and we are in this. So I'm going to do this one for you, and you can have it. These are ones you can have. They're not like kapu chants in the heiau or something. Okay, so I'm going to do this for you, and you're free to have it. Eala e kahiki ku. Eala e kahiki moi. Eala e ke a papa nu'u. Eala e ke a papa lani. Eia ka ho ala noe ka lani la e. Ona ala a papa. Kula lani. Ala iluna. Oi! Okay, let's all stand. How if we just all stand? We're going to end now because I got to book it to Olapa too. Because I got some dear sacred Facebook friends that I'm going to meet. Oh, no damage, no damage. Okay, we're ending, right? Okay. Okay, no talking, just go. Ele kahiki ku. Ele kahiki moi. Ele